Good evening. It is the end of day 10 of my 30 hours writing challenge. And I actually got in my hour before I left for work this morning, but I didn't have a chance to make a video before I had to leave. And I did a half an hour interview with someone I'm profiling for the book, which was super interesting. I'm really getting excited to share these profiles. I think they're going to be just a really helpful kind of series of insights for people who are reading the book about the range of different ways you can manage your identity online as an academic, as a professional. So that was really fun. And then I spent the half an hour after that because it was at 6 to 6:30, and I had about half an hour. And I continued reading this book, which I started last night, and I'm still working through. And there's some really interesting stuff in this book that's been helpful for me to think through what I want to include. And there was also a section in that book that talked about rating websites, which was really interesting. And so I dog-eared a lot of stuff, underlined, circled things that I know I'm going to want to include in the book later. There's a lot in there that's not quite relevant for this book, but it's just helpful. It was one of the books I had on my pile, so it's helpful to kind of glean what are the kinds of things that I want to include and what are the things that I just don't need to worry about. So still working my way through that, but really close to being done. And tomorrow I have another profile interview scheduled during my lunch hour, so I know that's going to happen. And I'm probably going to try to do the other half hour before work, maybe trying to finish this book or add a little bit into one of the chapters. So still making progress. Happy to be a third of the way through the month, finishing day 10, and looking forward to seeing what the next 20 hours will bring. Thanks for following along on my 30 hours writing challenge and finishing and, well, working toward finishing my third book on managing your professional academic identity online. Thanks for watching.